In this video, I'm going to break down exactly what to look for when hiring an advertising agency to run your paid ads for you. My name is Jordan Hayes and I own a company that helps e-commerce brands scale their revenue past $500,000 per month through ad creatives, paid ads, and conversion rate optimization. I've been involved with paid advertising and have owned my agency for the past 6 years. And over that time, I've researched and spoken to hundreds of advertising agencies to really understand what services they provide, how their team is set up, and how they work with clients. If I owned an e-commerce brand and I was looking for a paid ads agency, here are 5 things that I would look out for. Number 1, I would make sure that the agency understands ad creative and has the ability to source new content, come up with creative ideas, and even edit that content themselves. Most e-commerce brands don't have the capability to source and edit ad creative themselves. And when an agency can do this for you, it means that they won't constantly be asking you for new ad creative. And instead, what you can do is you can leave the agency do their own thing and produce ad creatives themselves. The second thing I would look for is if the agency has the ability to produce their own ad creative, I would make sure that they have either a creative strategist or a creative director on their team. And this person will be responsible for coming up with new creative ideas and making sure that the agency's ads are performing the best that they can be. Some agencies will try to have their media buyer or someone else on the team handle the creative process. And what happens is this might sacrifice the quality of your ad creative, since the creative side is likely not their area of expertise. The third thing I would look out for is I would make sure that the agency only focuses on a small number of services. If an agency is offering SEO, paid ads, affiliate marketing, social media management, it's likely that they're not specialists in any one of these areas. I would choose an agency that is the best in the game at paid advertising and maybe have 1 or 2 complementary services that only improve the paid advertising results, such as ad creative production and conversion rate optimization. The fourth thing I would look out for is I would want to know exactly how many clients the agency is working with. I also want to know how many clients they're assigning to each team member and how many team members will be working on my account. One thing I see very often is larger agencies assigning over 10 clients to one media buyer, and this is way too many clients and accounts to actually be doing meaningful work for each client. And as I mentioned, I would also want to know who is going to be working on my account, who those positions are, how many people. And I'm going to make another video that outlines the 3 key positions that every performance marketing team needs. So if you're interested in that video, make sure you hit the subscribe button and click the notification bell to be notified of when that video is released. And the last thing I'll say about this point is that the agency that I would want to work with should focus on quality over quantity, and they should be able to prioritize my account and my business. And the 5th thing that I would look out for is that I would want my agency to have focus on working with e-commerce businesses and have a track record of producing the results for e-commerce businesses that I want to see in my own business. For example, running ads for realtors is very different than running ads for e-commerce businesses. And I would want my agency to be specialists, not generalists. So those are the 5 things that I would look out for when hiring an agency for my e-commerce business. At my agency, Hayes, we make sure we cover all 5 of these areas to make sure that we get the best results possible for our clients. And if you're looking for an ad agency, you can find my meeting link below this video in the description where we can talk about your business and see how we may be able to help. So just to recap, here are the 5 things that I would look out for when hiring an advertising agency for my e-commerce business. Number 1, an agency that understands ad creative and has the capability to produce their own ad creative for me. Number 2, an agency that has the right people in the right positions. If my agency is going to be producing my ad creative, I want to make sure that they have an ad creative strategist on the team who will be responsible for making sure that the ad creative is producing the best results possible. And number 3, I would make sure that my agency only offers a small number of services that they are the best at. I would avoid any agencies who offer more than 3 main services. Number 4, I would make sure that my agency is not already working with hundreds of clients and that the team is not spread too thin across the client accounts. And lastly, number 5 is that I would want my agency to only work with e-commerce businesses and have a track record of producing the kind of results that I want to see in my business. I hope you found some value in this. If you did, go ahead, hit the like button and subscribe for future videos where I'm going to be sharing more insights about how we help e-commerce brands scale. Thanks.